Okay. The treatment of the breast cancer is surgery. Treatment of the because cancer is called, the cancer of breast is called mastectomy.
Cancer of the breast is called cancer of the breast. The surgical treatment of breast cancer is called mastectomy.
Mastectomy. It means that they remove. Speak, Mansur. Why you stop?
Did I stop?
Okay.
So it is ectomy, right? I told you about
Ectomy, yeah, gastrectomy, yeah.
I told you about stomy.
Stomy means that to put artificial. But Tommy, I forgot Tommy, Mansur. Tommy.
What is stomy?
Tommy?
Stomy.
Stomy. You something put artificial, external art.
Okay. And Tommy is what?
Tommy, I don't know. Same?
Okay. No, not same. There are two main types of mastectomy. There are two types of mastectomy. Simple mastectomy. We have simple mastectomy and radical. I know you remember what is radical.
Oh no, I don't remember.
Why are you laughing? Mastectomy. You are happy that you cannot. Is it true that you cannot remember radical?
No.
We compared radical and what?
Palliative.
So if you know what is radical and palliative,
I forgot, Mansur. Right, what is radical?
I cannot write. Simple mastectomy. Simple mastectomy, this is a type of surgical procedure in which only pectoralis minor muscle fatty tissues, you can see, right?
Fatty tissue.
Fatty tissues and the lymphatic nodes are removed. This one, it means that, see, we have the breast like this. You know, it is this person's chest, right? You remember?
The person is like that, yeah.
Yes. So now on this breast is lying on a specific type of muscle that it is called pectoralis major muscle.
Pectoralis major muscle. Also, it is in the chest. Where's pectoral? Pectoralis is in the chest, yes?
No, in the bottom. Where is this one? If breast is lying on top.
I mean here.
No. This one is your pectoralis major muscle.
Major. This pectoralis major. Here.
Major and minor. Yeah. How will a breast be here and you would think it is on top of something that is here? Breast is in the chest.
In the chest, yeah. It is on relay on pectoralis major muscle.
Yeah, and pectoralis minor muscle.
Muscle. This one first one is pectoralis major and the other one is pectoralis minor.
Okay. And also in the shoulder of that person, in here.
Here, axillary.
There are axillary. There are specific lymph nodes. You remember, I told you about the first place metastasis of breast cancer we go to. Do you remember what?
No, I don't remember.
But why you don't want to check it? Axillary lymph node. I made it very clear, big. But this is the first area. This is the first lymph nodes in which the metastasis of breast cancer will go to axillary lymph nodes.
Let's go there. Why?
Because they have the same connection of especially blood supply. The blood that is coming to supply the breast is from branches from the axillary artery and thoracic arteries. So and the lymph nodes also that are coming from the breast, they drain into axillary lymph nodes before they will go to subclavian and they will go to the main thoracic trunks. They go to the what do we call it? So I think it is thoracic ducts. So it is here that is now going to drain into the superior vena cava, and it will go to the heart.
So it means that the blood supply for breast is coming from axillary artery.
Yeah, it's from branch of the axillary artery.
So it will carry metastasis through this blood vessel to the axillary.
No, it is not due to that. You heard I talk about lymphatic phases.
Yeah.
The drainage, the lymphatic drainage of the breast drains into the axilla.
From
So
breast
if
to
it
axillary.
is taking the lymph from the breast to the axilla, then it is possible that it will take also the cells, the cancer cell that are located in this breast into this region.
In this region, yeah.
That
Okay.
is why it is the first place that it will be metastasized to.
To axillary.
You forget it.
Okay. I
Okay,
remember now.
Why did you forget before? We talked like this before last 2 days ago.
Sir, why it's dark?
Yeah, I think it is reaction to mask. I have flu, so I was using mask and then it reacted to it. Okay, so and then also there are now fatty tissue, and then there is nipple, but there are fat. We have ducts. They call it laxiferous ducts.
Duct?
Ducts, yes. This one is duct, and then we have bulbs.
What bulbs? What's bulbs?
Where breast milk come from. Breast milk are inside here, but they have ducts that it will take from inside here to this place, and then
what would they take? Milk?
Milk.
Master, this thing, what's called this thing? It is called ball.
Laxiferous duct. Laxiferous balls.
Ball, right there. Balls. This.
Bulbs. You cannot. You see the shape like. And then see this one. It is called bulb, right?
Yeah.
Yes, no, it is the same. The same
balls.
name.
This. They are cells. These balls, they are cells. Yeah.
They are sacs like
they
this.
are sacs, and they make milk. They make milk.
They save milk. They save milk.
They save milk.
Yeah, there are cells that are responsible for the production of milk. Yeah, mammary cells. And this milk are stored in this place.
In this bulbs.
And from here it will pass to the duct, and from the duct it will come out from the nipple.
Okay.
And so here there are all these things also.
It's called bulbs.
But also what we want to talk about mainly is the fatty tissue. Fatty tissue.
Lipid tissue.
Fatty tissue.
Fatty tissue, what does it mean?
Fatty tissue. So here we have in the breast. You've touched breast before.
Yes.
Is it hard? Like
no.
It is soft, right?
Yes.
It is because there is fatty tissue there.
Fatty tissue. What is the definition as a definition? Fatty tissue.
Fatty tissue, or just like every other connective tissue, but they are made of fats.
They are made of fat.
And so now you've seen the pectoralis major, P major. You've seen the pectoralis minor, P minor. You've seen the adipose tissue,
Adipose tissue.
It is the same thing as fatty tissue.
Fatty tissue, yeah.
You've seen the lactiferous duct.
Furous duct, yeah.
You've seen the
Nipple duct.
Okay, now we talk about simple mastectomy. We
Yes.
talk about radical mastectomy. Then we said simple mastectomy is the type of surgical procedure in which only, and then also here now we are going to have in the side of the breast, then you are going to have nodules.
Nodules beside.
Here I showed you 100 times axillary lymph nodes.
Lymph nodes.
So there are axillary lymph nodes here. Okay, so in here we will remove pectoralis minor muscle, this one. We will remove fatty tissue, this one.
Fatty tissue.
We will remove lymphatic nodules.
Lymphatic nodules.
You understand?
Lymphatic nodules from axillary.
Yes. Sorry, yes.
Okay.
I'm telling you what we'll remove now. Of course, I told you already that this one is in axillary.
Yeah.
They are axillary lymph nodes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so we'll remove all this one in simple mastectomy. You understand? The question the teacher is likely to ask you is that, okay, you have come to exam now, you have this variant, they ask you anatomosurgical substantiation 94, treatment of mammary gland. Okay, they say major operative treatment of the cancer of the breast is mastectomy. You understand?
Major.
Mastectomy. And this mastectomy is the process by which we remove the breast tissue.
Breast tissue.
And then there are two types of this mastectomy. We have simple mastectomy and major mastectomy. In simple mastectomy, we remove the pectoralis minor, not major.
Only minor.
We will remove pectoralis minor muscle, we remove fatty tissue, we remove all tissue of breast and the axillary lymph nodes.
Because not to be metastasis.
Because it might have also metastasized to this place.
But when you remove this axillary lymph node, it will not be metastasis will not be occur.
No, you don't get it. It is like this. Okay, I will just explain without diagram. If there is cancer anywhere in the body, there are two types of cancer. You remember? Which are the two types you remember?
Malignancy and tumor.
Malignant and benign.
Benign, yeah.
Malignancy and tumor. But it is malignant and benign, not malignancy. Yeah. Malignancy is a process, but malignant is a type. Okay, so they all have, all malignant tumor, they can move from one place to another. The process of moving from one place to another is what they refer to as metastasis. But benign tumor, they are different from malignant because they are local specific. They locate in one position without metastasis. But breast, anywhere you hear cancer, it means it is malignant. Anywhere you hear this thing is cancer, it means it is malignant. It is not benign. So now we are talking about breast cancer. It means it is malignant. It means it can metastasize. And then we said that the first place that metastasis of breast cancer can go to is the axillary lymph nodes. Now, if you discover that somebody is having breast cancer, once in the beginning you cannot know if this person is having breast cancer in 1 month, in 2 months. It will be a long time before you know this person is having breast cancer. So if you know now this person is having breast cancer, how can you know that maybe after 2 months, 1 month ago, maybe this one small cell that you cannot see has gone to the axillary lymph nodes? You don't know. You cannot see it. Can you hear? You understand?
Yeah.
So because of this, if you want to remove this breast, you have to remove the lymph nodes, because you cannot tell. Maybe this thing has already metastasized into this region. You understand why they remove it? In all cases, if you see breast cancer, you should remove the axillary lymph nodes of that side of the breast.
But Mansur, still, as we remove this axillary limb, and it just still it metastasis, it will happen still.
I don't get you.
You didn't get me? I mean that this breast cancer, even we remove axillary lymph node, yes, we remove it with this, but this metastasis also is happen because it is cancer. It will happen maybe to other part.
Yeah, it is also possible that the cancer can go to another part of the body, but once the breast has been removed, it will have been removed together with the cancer. And then now we have removed also axillary lymph nodes. If it is possible that it has actually metastasized into another place, the breast cancer does not usually enter into the body organs, except it is very, very terrible one. The main place that it's attacked is the axillary lymph nodes. But if it is the aggressive type, it can go to another part of the body. But the main places that the breast cancer can metastasize to are: one, if it is affecting one breast, it can easily go to the other breast, one. And then it can also go to the axillary lymph nodes of any of the two.
And what about after them? For example, we remove axillary lymph node, then what we suspect to go to where?
You don't want to remove the breast now?
No, we remove the breast and we remove the axillary, yes?
Okay, please. Now, I'm using this biro to write, right? I am using this biro to write.
Yes.
Then you collect it from me. Now, what can I use to write again?
Nothing.
Now, cancer is located in the breast, right?
Yes.
Now, we remove this breast. Inside this breast, there is cancer. Then where will this cancer be so that it can travel to another place? No cancer. For cancer to move from this place to this place, cancer first must be here before it will go to this place.
Yes.
But now we remove all these things. What we move from here to here again? Nothing.
Also, one more thing. For example, if we don't know, for example, the person have breast cancer, but it has metastasized to the lymph node, so it means that here will be uncontrolled cell in the axillary part.
Uncontrolled cell? I don't get what is.
I mean, like oncology will come to here.
Yeah. Did you not hear what we are saying? Okay, what were you thinking before, so that I can know what you understand? Tell me, what were you thinking when we say metastasis? What did you think metastasized to this place?
The cell is going there.
Which cell?
Cell, uncontrolled cell. They grow.
The cancer cell.
Yes.
Then, if cancer cell go there, why do you think it will not be? There is no cancer. If cancer the cell goes there, it means that there is cancer there.
Yeah, but how is called cancer is grow here?
Of course, although there are different names for such, but in this case it is called lymphadenoma. Lymphadenoma.
Okay.
So, and then you can hear the name. In this case, it is adenoma. You understand what it means? Adenoma. They use oma for benign tumor.
Benign tumor,
and then they use what for malignant.
I don't know.
What did you have in pathology?
You explain it to me really.
What did you have in pathology? What did you have in pathology?
I don't know.
What was your score in path anatomy?
5. You don't know me. I have 5.
Well, you need to. What happened? Okay, this one is by. Let me see if I can answer the question. Reactive. Why did it go?
Okay.
You did as if you don't hear me. Okay, so you said if it metastasizes, maybe cancer will be there. Please use if it's metastasized from here, it's coming to stay here or here or here or here or here. So there is going to be metastasis, and this place is going to become cancerous also.
Will
It
be
is
cancer.
clear
So
now.
yeah.
Okay, so we have talked about simple mastectomy. Now we'll write about radical mastectomy.
Okay.
In radical mastectomy, all the breast structure, including pectoralis major and
Minor.
pectoralis minor muscles together with the lymph nodes are removed. It is simple, right?
Yeah.
And it is clear.
You should remove every even pectoralis minor and major and lymph nodes,
And all the fatty tissue of the breast.
and you remove whole the breast. Yes. Radical. Mansur, you have another thing, palliative. What's called a palliative?
I cannot remember.
You've explained it, I forgot.
I have forgotten too now. Why is only you that you must forget? Why can I not forget? I should also try to forget sometimes.
You don't be like Russian teacher. I go there. What topic will be? You want me to help you? Which topic? Tell me the name of the topic. You understand me? If I go like that, I don't know.
No, I don't understand. You go to this teacher.
I go to Tatiana. Let's just teach me. They say, I say this topic. Next week I go there. She say, Yunus, this is the topic that you said. I say, you came like them.
They are. Why do I become? What did you tell me what you want to study? And I say I don't know again.
No, I'm joking.
You are the one that is like them.
Okay, 94.
But they differentiated between radical. But why do you take? Why do you waste our time? You don't want to study it.
No, Mansur, let's go to the question. Later, I will ask you.
I will say it now. Don't worry.
No, it's not. Oh, I know you know. I didn't say you don't know.
Yeah, I know. It is radical when there is a need for us to remove everything to do complete treatment for a specific disease. We do radical. When there is a need for us to just present, for instance, now you have maybe let's say stenosis due to tumor in the esophagus. This tumor does not make food to pass again.
Yes.
And now this person is sick. You cannot do, the only thing you can do is to remove, right?
Yes.
But now this person cannot do surgery because maybe he's having hypertension, maybe he's having inflammatory disease, maybe this or that. Now what we do, we go to the stomach of that person. You understand?
Yes.
We would do something that will be passing food into the stomach. But now we did not treat the disease.
Yes.
But this person, because this person cannot eat, this person is having dysphagia, which is the symptom.
Yes.
So in the process of treating the symptom.
Treating the symptom.
Treating the symptoms or providing another alternative functional pathway, due to the existence of an abnormality of an organ. I will explain it anyway. Now you understand the simple description. Now
Yeah.
we this time we don't want, if we do radical, we will just cut this one away,
This is called radical.
and then we will do anastomosis, right?
Yes.
But now if we do not if now we cannot do this surgery, but for first time we just try to do something that will make this person be having food in the stomach,
Yes.
so that the process of digestion can take place. This one is called is what they refer to as palliative.
Palliative.
So palliative is just to reduce problem, you understand?
Just to remove the symptom.
Yes, but not to remove the disease.
But radical is the treating. Okay.
How many times this one that we talk about is?
The repeating is not bad.
For forgetting is good.
Yes. You should say good.
Eh?
You should forget. Forget is good. Yeah. 95 anatomical consultation of the operation in the extra liver bile duct. Extra liver bile duct. Extra liver bile duct. It means that from outside of the bile duct. I don't get what the question said. Mansour, let me ask you a question. Test. Mansour, what is the common hernia in women?
What?
What is the most common hernia in women? Please. Answer to this question. What's the most common hernia in women?
Why did you ask?
No, I want to test people.
Femoral hernia.
Okay. Mansour, what is the surgical treatment for ulcer?
For
Surgical treatment for ulcer.
surgical treatment for ulcer.
Ulcer, yeah.
Okay. Of course, resection.
Resection?
Yeah.
Only resection?
Resection and
For example, explain the surgical treatment of ulcer, peptic ulcer. What
this one,
option is there? Yeah.
peptic or if you can take but we did this, right? Or it is,
No, you explain
we
to me.
didn't talk about it.
No, we didn't talk.
So how many people have you tested? How many people have you tested?
No, Master, please. I want to know.
And now you have asked one, I answered, right?
Yes.
Now I want to ask two. How many people have you asked?
No, some people.
Like,
No, one people, one really.
there is nothing called one people. So tell me at least 3 people. So that we can go
Really, you'll
forward.
be second and then I go for one.
I don't believe you. You said people. If you say people, I understand what it means. If you don't tell me 3 people, it means we are not going forward.
No,
Yes.
I will increase really.
Eh?
Just you tell me, man. Okay.
You have asked me one question, I have answered,
Really, I
right?
answered only somebody.
Hmm?
I asked someone, he didn't reply to
You
me.
lie a lot. You.
Really, I asked someone.
Okay. When you ask other people, just come and tell me.
I know
have
you will
asked.
go to answer.
Eh?
You will go to
So
sales
check.
answer.
Okay, wait. Tell me first. So you ask only about surgical treatment of peptic ulcer disease.
Peptic ulcer, yeah.
Okay, please. Why do you think we must do surgical treatment of peptic ulcer disease? In peptic ulcer disease, there are actually no surgical treatment. This is the answer.
There is no surgical treatment,
Yes, there is no surgical treatment in just peptic ulcer.
and somebody have ulcer.
Mm-hmm.
There is no, if for example for example drugs, it doesn't help medication. Doctor said I must do surgery.
Yeah, your question is wrong. They will do surgery in a situation whereby there's complication of peptic ulcer
Okay,
disease.
in case called complications, yes. Complications.
So now, when you have somebody that is having peptic ulcer disease, and then what about, tell me, where is the proper location of peptic ulcer disease?
Proper location, it can happen in stomach, and in duodenum can happen.
The cause of the peptic ulcer disease.
What's the cause? Due to too much secretion of HCl. by parietal cell.
And
what others cause ulcer to be produced? I hear that, I don't know, parietal cell is responsible.
Shut up. The main cause of the peptic ulcer disease across the world is Helicobacter pylori.
Helicobacter pylori, yeah.
It is Helicobacter pylori. It produces a specific protease. It's an enzyme. This protease is now going to attack the chief cells of the stomach or intestine. These cells are the ones that are responsible for production of the mucus that help the stomach, so that the acid the goblet cells are producing will not attack the stomach, because the acid concentration of the stomach is very high. This is the only reason why no bacteria can survive in the stomach. This is why you can rarely find bacterial infection in the stomach. But why does Helicobacter pylori survive in the stomach? Because Helicobacter pylori has the ability to produce the substance what they call protease. This protease has ability to produce it has ability to neutralize in the stomach. There is HCl, right?
It has ability to neutralize HCl, yeah.
Acid. So this bacteria can produce protease urase. So this one, they can dissolve this acid by what? By producing ammonia. This is ammonia. No, ammonia is one that is broken down, but this one is producing what? Protease. Protease is going to break down ammonia. This is ammonia here, and we have so this one is going to be broken down into HCO3 plus H2O2. So it is this H2O2 that is now going to help them to destroy the H2O, because HCl, and then it's now going to become what they refer to as we are going to have water and carbon dioxide. So this carbon dioxide will be taken out through breath, and this one is going to come out through the urine. And you can see now there is no more acid because it has broken down the acid. Now there is no acid in the stomach, and this bacteria will now be able to enter into the wall of the stomach, and it will be eating this thing, and then it causes wound. This wound is what they refer to as the ulcer. Okay, now in this case, you can take antibiotics and you treat this person. That is why I told you there is no surgical treatment. It is not recommended to do surgery for somebody who is having just peptic ulcer, unless this person has been having it for a long time and it has led to complication.
Yeah, if it's led complication.
So that when there is no complication, then you cannot take treatment. And so surgery, in this case, you can do surgery, and you can do the
what type of surgery is there?
You can do the resection of the stomach, and specifically you take the bilirubinuria. Maybe you're going to, since it is mainly depending on the location, it can be post a prandial location. It can be after the duodenal angle. If it is after the duodenal angle, absolutely you have to do the gastrojejunar anastomosis. If it is this one, absolutely. Then, but if it is in the pyloric of the stomach, then we can do gastrojejunar anastomosis. In this case, we wrote one. So, but if you have another variant of this surgery, these are the main two. These are the main gold standard. So if you have another suggestion, you can let me know so that I can learn from you too.
There's another variant for the surgery.
That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking.
You said only bilirubin 1 and 2 is there, yeah?
Mainly, yeah.
Yeah, but others you don't know?
Tell me the rest. That's what I'm asking.
They do vagotomy also.
Okay, but vagotomy is not when it is complicated. You know what is vagotomy? It is true. I have to talk about this. I think I talked about it too. But this vagotomy is not. It is to reduce pain. You know, vagotomy. It is the removal of the nerve, the vagus nerve that is supplying this region. And once it is removed, it is responsible for production of acid. So in a situation, you will see it, study it very well. You are going to see it is very, very optional. This one, they remove this vagus nerve. They just cut the vagus nerve, as in it is usually here. But it is reasonable. It is good that you have reminded me, because I think I have I have talked about it before too, right?
Yeah.
And so, and it is responsible for this innervation of the cell that are producing the mucus. So, what we are now saying is that since if we remove the phagus now, the production of the acid can be reduced, and then if acid production is reduced, then attacking the wall of the stomach can also reduce. The acid is actually the one that causes the main destruction of the wall, which makes it easier for this bacteria to enter. Okay. So
let's
after phagostomy and what again?
That's all.
That's all.
94. Yeah. Okay.
So you refuse to tell me who are the people that you are. Now I have answered your question, right?
Yeah.
I don't want you to make me think that you are still dubious.
To be what?
I don't want me to I don't want you to make me believe that you are still dubious.
What's
so
dubious?
tell me.
I don't understand.
Yeah, you.
I asked whom?
Yeah.
No, I asked only one person, really.
What are the two people you have asked?
No, really only one people. I didn't see anybody.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Of course, he is good. He will tell you. Okay.
94, yes?
95. Which one is 94?
Oh, no, yeah, 95. I know the section. Mansur, please come here. New page. But Mansur, please just leave some area for I will write the question, okay? 95, okay.
So what's the question?
I'm such of the extra livery bile like that.
Essential. Treatment of the okay.
95.
So my operation of the extra
Liver bile
ducts. Okay. Then you saw I've started drawing there. You made me stop. And this liver is not like that one again now. I should use for bile. So okay, so now we can then let me quickly do it, but I have made mistakes here. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be okay. It's a mistake here. Okay. So what we are talking about now is that we want to, and then this is the small intestine, this one is the pancreas. You can label them, right?
Yeah.
Tell us the name. 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 Name. Okay. Tell us the name. Tell us
No, so this is spleen, I think, yes?
spleen.
Stomach.
To
That,
okay.
stomach, liver, and right hepatic duct.
Okay.
No, left, left. Yeah, left hepatic duct. Right hepatic.
Okay. And this place.
It's esophagus.
Okay. What again?
Gallbladder. Cystic duct.
Cystic duct.
Right. This is bile duct. Bile duct. This is common hepatic duct. This is a common bile duct. Common bile duct. This is pancreas, splenic duct.
And this one.
This is splenic duct. No, pancreatic duct.
Okay. Anatomist. Senior lecturer for anatomy. Okay, now they have asked us question about what? About 95. Operation on the
Extra liver.
hepatic bile duct. You understand that means extra hepatic bile duct.
Extra hepatic bile duct.
And what is extra hepatic bile duct?
Extra hepatic bile duct. This is hepatic. This is hepatic duct. It means that which is not here. The operation may be here, here.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And so this one is not included. You should not include pancreatic duct with it, but common bile duct, and then cystic duct. But what mainly that you are going to talk about is the common bile duct.
Common bile duct.
Okay. And so
What operation we do?
According to the question. So first you have to worry about the indication. What indication?
We have this one. Blocking. If it is cholangitis.
Okay.
We studied this. Cholangitis. It means obstruction of common bile duct.
Okay. So what other condition?
Maybe narrow of common bile duct. Common bile duct. No.
We can talk about
Cholelithiasis? No.
You have cholelithiasis.
Cholelithiasis.
Okay, maybe we can call it
Cholelithiasis.
Yeah, cholelithiasis. Okay. So actually, you can ask about the indications. So you know the possible indications now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then also another thing that could also happen, we can have cholecystitis.
Cancer.
Inflammation.
Cholecystitis. Yeah, I know. Cholecystitis. The inflammation of cystic duct. Yeah.
So we have also
Cholelithiasis means that
cystic duct. The cystic duct is different from the common bile duct, right?
Yeah, it's called cholelithiasis.
Okay. So now they ask us about the
treatment?
what we can do. The main treatment that we do. The main treatment is
Colectomy.
Coledocotomy.
Colectomy.
So coledocotomy, it is this common bile duct. It is having probably stone here. You understand?
Yes.
Then this stone can lead to its inflammation, cholangitis. Cholangitis is the most dangerous. Because when there is only stone without inflammation, maybe you will not even feel, maybe you will not even know. But when there is inflammation, it can lead to the death of that person. So the coledocotomy, now this is stone here, then we remove the stone. And the part where there is stone, and then we now anastomose. This is the process of coledocotomy procedure. And so identification of the location of the stone.
Yeah.
So dissection of the affected part.
What's dissection? What does it mean? Cut. Resection.
Then anastomosis. Bile duct, you understand? So we can anastomose this common bile duct to what? We can anastomose it to the duodenum in some cases. And if we anastomose it to duodenum, it is called coledoduotomy. You understand this?
Mansur, Tommy, it means that anastomosis, yes? Mansur, coledodotomy. Coledo, it means that coledo, what does it mean? If you translate to English?
Common bile duct.
Coledo. Common bile duct, okay. Duodenotomy.
Okay. Now, common bile duct. So in some cases we can anastomosis to duodenum, and in that case we call it coledotomy. You understand this case?
Which case?
In some cases, not always you will, because sometimes this thing is not long. It is too, you cut many parts.
And you anastomose together.
Enough, so you just anastomose. You will just anastomose this one to the intestine, to the small intestine, the duodenum.
To the intestine. But Mansur, for example, if it is, you cannot anastomosis here to here, it's same. For example, the bile here, to anastomosis together, and not to go to duodenum. Because it's, how many centimeters it is? I think we cannot remove the bone, the stone here. Anastomosis same common bile duct together.
Yes, now it is not this one coledocotomy. You anastomose the common bile duct together. Coledocotomy. Maybe you don't understand. When you have this problem, you do coledocotomy. In coledocotomy, you remove where there is stone and you anastomose this thing back. Yes. But in some places now you have stone, maybe not one, maybe three.
More than one stone.
How you can have 200 stones? So if you cut this one, how can you anastomose from here to here without problem? So in this case now, you can just anastomose it with the intestine.
With the duodenum. But duodenum, the first part of this is duodenum. Because of the Mansur, this is duodenum, yeah. We anastomosis together.
You want to ask something, or you just say?
No, I say.
All right. So it is the main approach to. Well, it's clear, right? Not
Mansur,
clear.
one.
Ask now.
This is duodenum. So this is duodenum, jejunum, ileum. But Mansur,
It is not everything that is here. You want everything
okay,
to be
I mean you combine here two duodenum, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But what about pancreas? Pancreas also is going. Pancreas juice still is going.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is going, yeah?
Yes, now. This problem is not of pancreas now. See, pancreas and the common bile ducts, they are different. If this problem is here, then it will affect pancreas. But see where it is. You understand this?
I understand. I mean, still juice is go to the intestine.
100%.
But you just to duodenum.
It is different. Pancreas is producing pancreatic juice.
Yes.
Amylase, trypsin, and so. But this one is producing bile acid.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they are different things.
Okay, yeah, it's clear now.
Okay. Okay. Now we go to 96, right? Anatomical substitution of the operative treatment of the varicose veins of the lower extremities, method and techniques.
We did lower extremities. Let me. You mean varicosity, yeah? Varicosity is enlargement of the veins of the lower limb.
Yeah.
The treatment we do vascular bypass.
We can do vascular bypass.
And I mean, you cut the vein, you remove.
Yeah.
What else is there? That's all. I
mean,
here.
Another thing we can do. We can also if we have done.
You do grafting, vascular bypass.
Yeah, that's just the answer.
The first page we studied this, I think, in the beginning. What is? Yeah. Varicosity, abnormal enlargement of the venous.
Yeah.
The treatment is usually done by surgery. Vascular bypass can be done.
Yeah. And so, but they will not ask you, because they ask mainly about surgery. Also, anticoagulant medication is given. Anticoagulant medication.
Antiplatelet, da?
I said anticoagulant, you said antiplatelet.
And not to clotting, not to be happening. Anticoagulant, yeah?
Anticoagulant, yeah, to prevent clotting. Yeah. Antiplatelet is nothing when we already have thrombosis. Antiplatelet, you remember process of blood clotting?
No, this you don't talk about this. It's too long. I should remove, yeah.
Anticoagulant medication is given, is administered. Okay, so it is like that. Also, as a part of the treatment, anticoagulant is also given. And it is effective for better. So it means you can just revise this one since it is the same question.
Yeah. I revised.
It will be better for you like that. And it is good that you know. At least you didn't forget this.
95. This 90. It was 96. Yeah. But most of the extremities, most of his of lower extremities method. It's same.
It is same.
97.
Okay. Then 97 is going to be about what? Okay, then they ask about 97 mastitis. What is mastitis?
I don't know. It's inflammation. Breast. Mastitis, separative inflammation of the breast.
So, indication usually occur after childbirth. after childbirth,
Okay.
especially in the beginning of lactation. In the beginning of lactation. So what do I mean? Lactation means breastfeeding.
Breastfeeding.
So in a cause.
What causes
Also,
mastitis?
The main cause is not known. The main is not known, but it is usually due to congestion of breast milk in the breast as a result of blockade of the lactiferous duct. Lactiferous. You remember lactiferous duct?
No.
The mind is somewhere. So lactiferous ducts. So they will take these ducts like this. These ducts will take milk from here to here, right?
Oh yeah.
But now, if it is blocked usually due to bacterial infection. So now it is blocked, and this milk cannot go out. So it's going to cause inflammation, and then these things are going to becoming bigger, and then other ones will bigger, and the breast will become so big, and it becomes suppurative.
Suppurative. What does it mean? Pause. Suppurative, isn't that pause?
So that is, you can see suppurative inflammation of the breast, and it is usually occur after childbirth, and then especially in the beginning of lactation.
In the beginning of the feeding milk.
Then the main cause is not known, but it's usually due to the congestion of breast milk in the breast as a result of blockade of the lactiferous ducts.
Master, congestion of breast milk. Congestion, what does it mean? It means that accumulation? Accumulation.
And it cannot go out. Okay. Bacteria infection usually responsible for mastitis. It's clear.
Yeah.
Now we talk about what is it, what causes it. You understand?
Yeah.
When it happens, these are the likely questions they may ask you.
Okay.
But now we want to talk about the surgical treatment.
Surgical treatment.
Okay, so in this case now, we can. It has stages. You understand? It has stages. The stages of severity, according to severity. So the less severe mastitis is surgically treated by mainly draining the pores. You understand? So if it is not very severe, we just,
if it is not too much, the pause.
we just remove the pores. We cut and we drain the pores. And then during draining and irrigation of the breast is also done to ensure complete. But why did you decide to ask that question? Who did you I know you didn't tell me the whole truth. Why did you decide to ask that question?
Let's
You're
answer
not-
it. Let's cancel for the. Well, I just asked this one really
I heard you. Why did you decide to ask it?
to you.
No, to anybody from your mind. Why did you?
No, it's just communication happened between me and him.
Okay. It is simple now. You everything about your life you want it to be secret. It is simple. Okay, we are just
We
talking.
communicating about something.
Yeah, it is
and
clear
discussion is
now.
coming.
Yeah, it is simple. But
Yeah.
before you were afraid of saying it. What will if you tell me what will I go and kill him?
I
Will
told only one person.
No, it is not about you talk to one person or you talk to two people. Why are you afraid to say it? Why?
Why? I didn't mention them. I give a sign.
I know, I understand, but you didn't want to tell me.
You
So
told
I
me three
asked-
people. You told me ask 3 people. I say no, only one.
Even when I say three people, even if I say one person, you still did not want to tell. Why you are so cunning? It's okay, Sha. So just has to breast is also done. Of the breast is also done. Education of the breast is also done to ensure complete complete cleansing of the breast from the pores and the infectious agents. Okay, I want to explain this one.
So now I like diagram really.
So, less severe. Usually, it's not very severe.
If it's not too much.
Mastitis,
But also one more thing. For example, this milk is here. Here is blocked due to inflammation. Yes. I'm sorry. For example, as the milk cannot become because of the inflammation is come here. Yeah. It block lactase. That's called lactiferous duct. Yeah. So it causes but pause. Yes. But Mansur, what happened to the milk in this situation? The milk also
We get infected.
it will get infected. But Mansur, how and for example infection, why it block this duct?
Of course, it can be blocked now if there are bacteria infection. Bacteria can get accumulated in the ducts, leading to their inflammation. When there is inflammation, what signs do we see during inflammation? At least maybe 4. Tell me 4.
For the person, we see white blood cell increase.
Okay, another one, physical signs. Okay,
We
another
see
one.
get the fever.
Another one.
Pulse maybe also there. Pulse. Edema, redness, pain.
Increased temperature.
Yeah.
And loss of function. These are the main cardinal points of inflammation. So when there is edema, this thing is like this. Now there is edema and it becomes like this. This one is producing milk.
Yeah.
How will this milk go out?
No.
It will not go out, but it will continue to produce milk, and then a lot of it will be here, and this one will become like this.
More big.
The next one is also there, it becomes bigger, and the next one is there, it becomes big too. The breast will become big. But this one, all this thing, it is there, and then the infection will also be causing pus. We call it suppurative inflammation.
Suppurative.
And so it is usually due to bacteria that can produce both staphylococcus, streptococcus.
Mansour, one more thing. Mansour, which bacteria is in the how bacteria go to the breast?
But it can happen especially during this time of breastfeeding. When that time there would have been the pulse, you will see that the nipple will become bigger.
During childbirth.
And then the pores that are also on the nipple becomes bigger too. You understand? The pores where the milk will be coming, so that the milk can come out easily to this child's mouth.
Yes.
Yeah. So in this case, bacteria can enter there also.
Through the nipple.
Only through the nipple, yes. Only through the nipple.
They can go and they can kill to get the inflammation.
Many people, many women, they have, but because maybe immune system of this woman is high, so it will not make this bacteria. Maybe this woman is breastfeeding the baby all the time. It will not make this bacteria to stay there for a long time, and then But in a woman who didn't know, maybe sometimes some women they have baby, but milk does not come immediately. Maybe after 3 days. Within these 3 days, if proper hygiene is not ensured, it can lead to mastitis.
You mean, Mansour, these bacteria, they are through air. They are outside, they go into the nipple. Yeah.
Why are you talking like you didn't study microbiology? Bacteria is everywhere. 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 It's bacteria everywhere. In air, in the food you eat. But because your immune system is strong, then the one you eat in your food will not cause problem for you because your immune system is stronger. Because the microflora in your abdomen, in your stomach will also kill them. Because of the acid in your stomach will kill them. That's why they don't invade your body. But everywhere, everywhere, water you drink, bacteria, everywhere. So it's just that the number of these bacteria should not be too much. So in the case of that woman, I have told you, in some women, why you don't see mastitis, despite that bacteria goes there, bacteria go there, and in some cases why you see bacteria will go to some woman and it will lead to mastitis. So it is like that. Then in the case when it is not so much, we just make an incision on the breast based on the location of where the inflammation is, pus is, and then we drain it. But in a situation whereby in a more severe condition, we do mastectomy.
If it is more severe. More severe, what does it mean? How it will be?
When more than 2/3 of the 2/3, and 3/4 of the breast is affected.
3/4.
Is affected, and usually it is unilateral. It is usually unilateral and does not migrate and does not go to the next breast.
It doesn't go.
It doesn't usually go to the next breast. Okay. What will be our next question? What is our question here? So let's be asked now. What's the time? Please let me check time. It's past 9 already.
No, it is
check.
8.
All right. Check it in your phone.